Hello, everyone. Welcome to the story time. It's a new Sunday, and it's time for a new story. Today, I'm reading you a story titled Art for All. The story is inspired by a true story of a girl named Amira in Egypt. It is written by Olivia and illustrated by Mariem Lasheen, and it is published by Ashoka Foundation and World Readers. Now, are you all ready for Art for All? All right. Here it goes. Amira lives in Alexandria with her family. Alexandria is in Egypt. It's a big ancient city on the Mediterranean Sea. Egypt is a country in Africa. The sun is very strong and the sea is bright blue with sandy beaches. Around the city, Amira sees lots of refugees. They're often on the streets and need help. At school, Amira asks about the refugees. She learns that refugees are people who have to leave their homes to find protection in another country. Amira's teacher explains that refugees are trying to escape war, violence, or starvation in their home countries. They come to Egypt looking for safety. Egypt is a welcoming country. Families from different geographies and cultures come to Egypt to find a better life, her teacher tells the class. Amira's classmate and friend, Rema, is a refugee from Syria. One day after school, Amira asked Rema about her experience. Rema shares how much she misses her friends and hometown. It was hard to leave, Rema says, but my family needed to be somewhere that is safer. Rema loved to sing and dance with her friends in Syria. Amira listens while Rema talks about her family's culture and traditions. After learning about Rema's story, Amira starts to notice more refugees in her area. At home, she asks her mother about their lives. Her mother explains, they have experienced many awful things in their homes, and it isn't always easy when they come to Egypt. It can be difficult for them to get jobs and housing. Sometimes they don't speak the same dialect of Arabic as us, which can make their new life here even harder. Because of language and cultural differences, sometimes refugees are bullied and made to not feel welcome. They have already had such a hard time. We should all show them kindness and love, she tells her mother. Amira asks her mother what they can do to help the refugees in their neighborhood. They spend a long time talking about how they can help make refugees feel welcome. Amira's mother says, what about using your art to help the refugees? Amira loves paintings and drawing. Her walls at her home are full of artwork with bright colors and shapes. Like her friend Rema, Amira loves all forms of art like singing, dancing, and performing. Art makes Amira happy, and she likes to tell stories in her work about her family and her life. The next day, Amira visits a refugee center. She wants to plan an art class and invite all the children in her neighborhood, both from refugee families and Egyptian families. The refugee center thinks it's a great idea, and Amira gets several of her friends to help out. On the day of her first class, Amira is warm with excitement. At the refugee center, she has a room filled with paper, pen, and pencils. Slowly, everyone starts to arrive. At first, everyone is quiet. Amira invites everyone to introduce themselves and share something special about their hometown. Rema goes first, performing a dance from her childhood. One by one, everyone begins to open up and share something unique about themselves. Afterwards, they draw and paint together. The next art class is more lively. Everyone is talking to each other and sharing their stories and cultures through pictures, song, dance, and theater. Amira watches and listens to them. She is in awe of their strength. Some families have crossed oceans and deserts to get to Egypt. Now, in one room, everyone has something special to share. At the end of the month, Amira and her friends hold an art show. Everyone pins their paintings and drawings to the wall. Young people stand up to sing, dance, and perform skits for their friends and families. People from the town come to watch. The paintings are amazing. The performances are powerful. There are so many emotions for each piece of art. Some are very sad, and some are full of joy and hope. At the end of the show, several families come over to Amira. "Thank you so much for holding this workshop," they say. "Our kids have enjoyed sharing their stories with each other. They feel more confident and welcome to the neighborhood." Amira and her friends feel incredibly proud. They're already thinking about how to involve more families in more neighborhoods. "I can't wait for everyone to feel welcome to Alexandria and Egypt," Amira shares. That's the end of the story. I hope you all like this story. Being mindfulness and empathetic is really important. Research shows there is a strong correlation between mindfulness and our ability to empathize. Mindfulness is a practice of bringing one's attention into the present moment while acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations. Quite literally, mindfulness creates the mental space for children and young people to both connect with one another and to learn. That's the takeaway from Art for All. Now that's the end of this story time. I'll see you again with another new story next Sunday. For now, namaste and goodbye.